Good evening. Welcome to another season of the Chick-Fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show. I'm Keith Brown, joined with Coach Jarrell Jernigan. We're bringing you a live Coaches Show every week on Thursday night at 6 o'clock prior to the Tigers' home football game. Tomorrow night, the season opens up. 7 o'clock kickoff from Tiger Stadium as the Booker T. Washington Eagles come into Eufaula to take on the Tigers. As we said, it's the third season of the Chick-Fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show. We appreciate Daniel Pulley and Chick-fil-A of Eufaula allowing us to use their facilities here and sponsoring the program. And Coach Jernigan, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I'm sure it's, everybody, I told them, I said, football season's here. It starts this week, and it's so hot. Of course, it feels a little cooler the last couple of days.
Has been.
Relatively speaking, but yes, it's here already. So welcome tonight. I know y'all got a lot going on with the first game coming up, but I guess how's the team looking to this point?
Oh, I'm looking pretty good. We have just finished up fall camp and first week of preparation for the first game. So it's been good so far. It's been fun. Got a young team this year, but excited to see how they go out and perform.
Okay. Well, we talked about you're entering your third. I guess it's kind of ironic. This is the third season of the Coaches Show, and it's your third season as a head coach here in Eufaula. So I say third season of the Coaches Show here at Chick-fil-A. We did a Coaches Show previously, but we didn't do it here at Chick-fil-A. So you're 17-7, I guess, overall coming in.
Yes, sir.
And 3-2 in the playoffs. But last year, a great season, semifinals. I don't know if anyone expected to go that deep last year, but it was a great year. I mean, it doesn't happen very often. So congratulations, that and a region championship. So you mentioned the young team. We did lose a lot off of last year's team. A lot of good seniors on both sides of the ball. So, how many starters do you have any idea?
Offense, we got 3 returning on offense, and then defense, we got 7 returning on defense.
Okay.
So we'll be a defense-led team. Like I said before, we got a young team, but we got playmakers on both ends. So I'm looking forward to see how this year goes with those young guys stepping in some bigger roles this year.
Well, just going back to the spring game against Valley, the defense gave up 4. If I remember correctly, the defense gave up 4 first downs on their first possession, but stopped them, got the ball back, and the offense kind of sputtered the first possession. But after that, the offense kind of got some rhythm, but the defense really dug in because, according to our stats, Valley didn't have another first down against the starters.
Yeah, kind of like you said, they was like a bend don't break defense that first drive, and then Coach Rivers and the defense staff got up on the sideline and kind of got them going, lit fire up on them, and got them going. And for the rest of the game, they played lights out. And offensively, we started a little slow with a young quarterback back there and the young receivers. We started a little slow, but then we started making plays in that second half, and then we kind of found some playmakers on the outside to make plays for us, and we've got 2 running backs back there that we're going to lean on a lot this year.
Well, I noticed that. The running game really got in rhythm, and there was a couple of 50-50 balls that receivers went up and took away from the defense, which is great. That gives a young quarterback confidence to throw it up.
It does. Like I said, on the outside, I got 1 senior this year at receiver, and that'll be Zakai Steele.
Okay.
He'll lead the receiving group. And then on the outside, I got Tyvin Forte, who was the basketball kid that we got out this year to play football. And then the other outside guy is Zadavos. And then we got Bernie Smith. So all 3 of those basketball kids that we got out talked to coming out, and they've been wonderful for us, just learning the game itself. But like you said, they athletic. They can go up and get those 50-50 balls for you. And then we also going to lean on our offensive line this year. Like I said before, we got 2 backs returning back there. They got significant playing time last year. They didn't start, but they got a lot of playing time last year. So we're going to lean on those a little bit.
That's good. Now, you mentioned the returning backs. Jalen Wright, I believe, is one of those backs.
Yeah, Jalen Wright and Atorian Slaughter.
That's right, Atorian as well. But Jalen, the reason I bring him up is he saw some time behind center in the spring game.
Correct, he did. I kind of call him my utility guy. He can do it all. He can go out and play wide out. He can play running back, and he can come back there and play a little quarterback for us. So that's kind of our utility guy and our playmaking guy back there.
Well, he actually threw the ball a time or two, as I recall.
He did. He actually threw the first touchdown in the spring game.
That's right. So that's good because a lot of times you see a running back, especially shift to quarterback, you don't see a lot of passing a lot of times, but look pretty good doing it. So that's good. So 3 starters back on offense. Who were those 3 starters?
You got Parker Simmons in the old line, Ben Holloway, and then you got I say Zakai Steele, because he got significant playing time and he started some games for us last year. So those are 3 we got coming back. And then when I say 4, you can say 4 Curry, not Javius Curry, the center.
Okay.
So Steele was a pull and plug guy. He started some games didn't start.
That's right.
But then you got Ben, Parker Simmons, and then not Javius Curry for the center.
Well, Zakai was kind of a Swiss Army knife for you because he returned kicks.
Correct.
Did a lot of stuff and kind of fearless catching the ball over the middle, if I remember. He's not that big, but he'd go up and catch the football.
Yes, sir. He's a playmaker for us also.
No doubt about it. So I guess we're talking about offense, defense. How about special teams? I guess our kicker's back this year for sure. How about punter?
Yes.
We lost Browning from last year.
Yeah, we lost Browning from last year. We got Adam. Is his first year playing with us. We got him to come out in the spring, and he's really been good for us. In the spring game, I think he booted one probably about 35 yards, and he's been improving in the spring and in the fall camp also. Then we got Cooper Wingate is still there with us, and then we got Fernando Salas, who's a freshman.
Okay.
That's been with us also. That's going to be really good. But Cooper is going to handle the field goals and kickoffs. And then Fernando is going to, get some time on JV, but and varsity as well with kickoff.
Is Fernando related to Hado?
Yes, that's his little brother.
Okay. All right. I figured it had to be. It didn't have to be, but there were good odds that it might be. So Cooper now, we saw him improve his leg strength and distance from the previous year to last year. How about this year? Is he kicking the ball deeper than he was?
Yes, he is. He is. Some on a good day, he get it in the end zone, but consistently he's right around at the 4 or 5 yard line consistently. So we just got to work on that.
That's great. We saw the same thing from his brother. His leg got a little stronger every year, and then he was kicking long field goals his senior year. So I figured that would be the case because Cooper works as hard as anyone.
Oh yeah, he's hard working now.
Very, very hard working. So I guess let's step aside and take our first break of the year, and we'll be back with more of the Chick-Fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show after this timeout.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Hey, my name is Chris Wilkinson, and I am the pastor of First Baptist Church. We would love to have you come worship with us. Our worship service is 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. You can also go to our website to learn more about our ministries. Hope to see you Sunday, and go Tigers.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hello, I'm Matt Aver, the new pastor of First United Methodist right here in Eufaula. We'd love for you to join us on Sundays at 10 for worship. We also have Sunday school at 8:45. You can check us out on our social media or our website. We look forward to seeing you. Go Tigers!
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-Fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Hey, we're back on the Chick-fil-A Eufaula Coaches Show. Coach Jernigan, we talked about the offense a little bit, some of the returning starters. What about on the defense side? It says seven starters back, so that should be a fairly experienced group on that side of the ball.
Yes, without a doubt. Like I said, we're going to be a defense-led team, I think, this year. We got Kevion Lamons, number 9. He's coming back for us. That's big for us. Then we got Ben Jackson back at that nickel/safety spot. Then we got Shamarion Smith at linebacker. And then we got Jabe Williams also at linebacker. And then we got Jalen Parker back he hurt his ankle in the Pike Road game last year.
He was a freshman
He was a freshman that started for us last year. He's back. And then we got Tywan Turner at corner. He's back for us. Then we got Xavier Dennis at the other end. So
sounds like now Xavier did not play in the spring game, did he?
He did not. He was dealing with an injury, so we held him out the spring game.
And the defense looked good without him. And of course, Xavier, just looking at him on the sidelines in the spring, looks like he's grown some since last year.
He has. So like I said before, defense should be pretty experienced. Like I said before, led by Kevion Lamons coming off the edge for us with that explosive get off in his pass rush.
Yeah, I was impressed with Kevion last year. He really had a good first season with Eufaula.
Yeah, he did. And then also talking about defense, Ben Jackson, he's probably the smart kid we have on defense. He can play the nickel position and also bounce back there and play safety also. So that's another leader that's going to lead that defense, and also he can get everybody lined up.
Yeah, he had a good year last year, and this be a senior this year. Now those returning starters, how many of those guys are seniors?
So you got Kevion Lamons, a senior, Ben Jackson, Shamarion, Jabe. So we got like 5
of the 7.
5 of the 7.
That's why I asked the question, because as I was sitting here thinking, other than the freshman who was hurt last year,
Tywan Turner, who's a junior. So that's the other one.
So five of the 7. But Tywan, I remember him making quite a few plays last year as well.
Yeah, he did.
He had a good year.
I mean, he's an athlete, and then he had a good sophomore year. He came on at the end for us, and so we're expecting big things out of him this year.
Yeah, and Jabe solid at linebacker. Everyone you named had, was significant contributor last year. We were returning starters, obviously, but what about depth, quality depth behind there? You obviously going to have 4 new starters, but how are the younger guys coming along?
Young guys coming along good. I think Coach Brown might be the deepest at defensive line. We're really deep there at defensive line. We got Jonathan Butts, who played a lot for us late last year. He was a freshman also last year. He's going to see significant playing time. And then we got Josiah Peterson. He was also a freshman last year. He didn't see that really much time in varsity, but he played good in JV. So he's transitioned to his sophomore year to get some playing time on the field. So I said D-line probably be the deepest, but we also got some young corners that's athletic, just need to learn the game on the Friday night lights, and when live bullets flying, I always say. So, we got some athletes, though, coming up, our young guys.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. So I guess going into the season, anything really new? We were talking about rules changes at commercial, and I remember them talking about maybe enforcing knee pads. I don't think that's an issue for us.
Yeah, I don't think that's an issue. They enforced that rule a little last year. They might be more on it this year, but the refs told us about it last year, so they probably enforced it a little bit more this year. So
no changes to the Tiger uniforms.
No. Well, we did get that's one thing I was speaking on. We did get away uniforms. So we got new away uniforms, white jerseys, red numbers with the black trim with gray pants with a tiger eye on it. And that's a big thanks to our Board of Education.
Oh, that is a big thing.
They did a lot. They do a lot for us, and they got us new away uniforms. And then also with the turf tank we use down to paint the field, that saved us a lot of time.
Were you looking at my notes? I had turf tank on here.
No,
that was the third segment. Oh, well.
No,
but yeah, let's go ahead. I was playing. Anyway, but the turf tank, since you bring that up, we talked about it last year because you got it during the season last year. So I don't remember. It seems like it was like $60,000.
Nah, I ain't gonna say how much it was, but it was a lot.
I thought we talked about it on there, but maybe not.
No, it was a lot, but
it's if I'm understanding correctly, not only does it save you guys a lot of time, it saves paint. It's economical to use.
I mean, we slap that paint in there, mix it up, and let it go. So it saves us coaches a lot of time when we in there. We can do other stuff like walkthroughs, break down film, get on the board with the kids and chalk talk and all of that. And so we're really thankful to have it. And like I said before, I thank the board. They do a tremendous job and getting us things that we need. They just approved our trailer for away games, 18-foot enclosed trailer.
We had a trailer, so
correct.
Upgrade.
We had a box truck.
Oh, truck. Okay.
We had a box truck that we used last year, but the wood had got rotten on it, so we couldn't take it out of town anymore. So the board, they approved it a couple weeks ago for us to get the enclosed trailer so we can transport our 2 gators. We got 2 new gators wrapped with tiger eyes.
Okay.
And you follow a tiger on the front with the tiger eye on each side. So that's another thing that the board has done. So they did a lot of stuff this offseason, not just football, but also, like I said, baseball and softball, new windscreens and speakers and all that stuff. So a big shout out to the board.
That's great. So
hey, while you're thanking folks over there, I know I filmed it the other day and I saw you did too. Got to give a shout out to the man keeping the field over there. It looked awful.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Andrew Dunson, I mean, he's doing a phenomenal job on that field out there. He's out there every single day, nonstop on that field. I mean, Saturdays, Sundays, I'm at the school. He's out there cutting the grass, getting together. So a big shout out to him.
It looks better than any golf course I played on this year. It's not, don't go out there and hit a 9-iron on it. Jarrell's going to have a fit, but yeah, it looks awful good. And 2, I guess, I don't know how much you can say about it. I know I've talked to some folks. The video board's not totally dead. This is still talking about it, but lights are in the future for the whole complex over there. Supposedly this time next year.
Yeah, that's still been talks. Jumbotron and LED lights, that's still in the talks. Me, Ms. Jackson, and Mr. Salter, TV production guy, just got to get together, get the plan together, and then present it to the board and Mr. Brandon, and then we'll go from there.
So I was going to ask you about that as well, the potential of a replay board and then the LED lights. That's something that is very common these days. It was odd. It was rare to see it 5 years ago.
Correct.
But now, just about everybody has it. A lot of people do.
Yeah, anyway. A lot of people have it. So, and I'm pretty sure our board, in the past, they gave us everything we asked for, and they still giving us stuff for all our athletics and everything. So I'm pretty sure they're working on that. Yeah.
Well, in our second game of the year, we're going to Russell County, and I guess it was 2 years ago when we went up there for a preseason game, and it had changed a lot since the previous time I'd been there. With the turf, the LED lights, the replay board, everything. They've upgraded their game a lot. Of course, they're playing in 6A, and that's, I guess, to be expected. But it's a lot nicer than it was 10 plus years ago up there, and that's just that place. But
yeah, without a doubt, but you got to win though.
Yeah, that's right, and that brings us to the next segment. We're going to talk about this year's schedule. Tough schedule for the Tigers this year, starting tomorrow night with Booker T. Washington. But we will step aside for another break. Be back with more of the Coaches Show after this time out.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-Fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We're back. Chick-fil-A, if you follow Coach's show. Coach Jernigan this week, Booker T. Washington. Booker T, very successful year last year. Semifinals of the playoffs in 4A. Of course, they lost Joseph Phillips and some other talents, but Joseph Phillips made the trip up the road to Auburn University this year. Lost, I guess, their quarterback also, but still a good nucleus of talent coming back, I'm sure. Tell us a little bit about what to expect from Booker T. Washington.
Basically, like you said before, they lost some key players. About like us, when they lost some key players last year. You know, you already said Joseph Phillips went to Auburn up there. Mike Backer they had last year, but I think by far the best player they had last year was Elijah Hall, who's at Troy University right now. He played quarterback and free safety for him, so I think that was the best athlete they had. And they had some more key players that played like big roles, but athletic team. They always been athletic over the years. Back before me, and then also when I was playing, we had athletic players that can run, they can catch. You know, we just got to contain the quarterback. They got another athletic quarterback that can run, and he also can throw it a little bit also.
Okay. We
just can't get caught up defensively and him scrambling around and losing hold of the receiver, especially number 4. They got a 4-star receiver. He's a junior. Marquez Daniels, number 4. He got every offer in the SEC besides Georgia and Bama. So we got to know he's at all times. You know, he's a good player, so we got to know he's at. And like I said before, the quarterback they have. And they got a playmaker on defensive corner that he kind of snuck up on the radar. He just got an Auburn offer, kind of one-on-one that sneaks up on you. But evidently he's a good player. He got an Auburn offer. So, like I said, in athletic team, you just got to come ready to play. And, you know, I preach to the boys all the time, know your assignment and do your job.
Yeah. Well, that's right. And, of course, first game, not making excuses, but, you know, we didn't play. We played a spring game, no preseason, I guess, warm-up game. So this is the first time to strap it up. Did Booker T. Washington play a preseason game, or did they play in the spring?
No, they actually got a new coach.
Okay.
So they got the offensive coordinator from Charles Henderson last year, DeAndre Austin.
Okay.
He's a new coach at Tuskegee, so he got there late and took over. So they just been working on themselves, trying to get better. But they did play a spring game. They played Park Crossing down in the Troy Jamboree, and I got a chance to see them down there. So, like I said before, they're athletic, quarterback athletic, he can run.
But as far as knowing anything else other than knowing what Charles Henderson did last year, I mean, that's about it.
That's pretty much knowing his background from Charles Henderson. The last 2 years we haven't played him, and they actually beat us. So we know his background. He's a good head coach. He's an offensive play caller. He calls the plays. And seeing him in the spring game, so it's pretty much the same stuff we're gonna get. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have wrinkles in for us and everything. So we just have to adjust on the fly down there on the sideline.
Okay. Well, let's just while we've got just a minute left on this segment, let's kind of look down the roster. I mean the schedule. So Booker T made a deep run, semifinal last year. Catholic won the 15-0, won the 4A championship. I think Catholics who put Booker T out of the playoffs. Of course, Headland, did they make quarterfinals last year? I think they did.
They went to third round?
Yeah,
quarterfinals. Third round today. Beat UMS right then lost to the Gulf Shores also.
Gulf Shores came to Headland.
Yeah, that's right. And then Carroll was a playoff team last year. Wetumpka was a 6A playoff team last year. Andalusia, I know they were in the playoffs, but they won the state championship the year before, I think, in 4A. And then Charles Henderson was a playoff team last year, and Early County, I think, was a third-round team in Georgia last year. So 8 of the 10 teams on our schedule.
Tough schedule without a doubt. I was talking to someone the other day. 5A might be the toughest classification compared to 6A. 6A, that region, that Russell County stuff, and I'd probably rather be in that region than be in this 5A region. But hey, there's a way the cards dealt, so we're strapping on to go out there every Friday.
That's right. But with the region realignment this year, we didn't really talk about that so far. But the region opponents, of course, we picked up Catholic
and Andalusia, both from 4A. Catholic came up from that competitive balance. They won in 4A, so they automatically bumps them up. And then when they did the realignment, Andalusia also come on up.
Right. So
and then we lose Rehoboth to 6A, so they went up.
So the region picked up a team in numbers.
Correct.
So yeah, I saw where Rehoboth was playing in the 6A region. I guess they're in the same. Are they in the same region with Russell County?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So
they have a long travel everywhere they go. And Catholic too, did they not? They won 4A state championship last year.
Yeah, so that's what I said. Their competitive balance automatically bumped them up because they won it last year in 4A.
Well, we'll talk about Catholic when we get to Catholic in the third week of the season. I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about as far as what kind of returning players they have coming back. But Catholic has really had some success lately. I know they've got a player, Jeremiah Cobb, that's at Auburn, running back, be his second year at Auburn. But they've kind of become a little bit of a juggernaut there in Montgomery. Whereas Catholic, I don't recall a lot of success in years past hearing from Catholic, but they really have.
They have. They're right there in Montgomery. They got a lot more to choose from in the inner city Montgomery kids. So they can go out and pretty much handpick whoever they want.
Right. Well, that sounds good. But tomorrow night, Booker T. Washington, anything the fans need to. I guess we talk about this every year, but I guess Go Fan, they're going to buy their tickets that way.
Yeah,
again.
Same thing on Go Fan. We encourage you to buy your tickets on GoFan so you can go ahead and know that I get to the gate. We just scan and keep going. But it also will be a cash box there also for the ones that don't, they're not tech savvy on the phones and all of that. Clear bag policy, the same as last year, hasn't been the last 2 years. Clear bag policy. Just come out and have fun and cheer us on to a victory.
Sounds good to me, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Good luck tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
We're going to step aside. We'll be back shortly. We'll have the cheer sponsor, Meg Blackman. Meg Herring will be joining us momentarily, but we'll be back with the Chick-fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show after this timeout.
Hey, Tiger fans. Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs. Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Spectra Care wants to remind you it's always the right time to talk with children and teens in your life about the dangers of substance and alcohol abuse. Tackle those tough conversations about underage drinking and substance use head on with the young people you care about. Talk. They hear you.
Let's get started.
Now that we have your attention, call Lauren Streeter with Lake Home Realty for all of your real estate needs.
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter system designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful durable finish.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person. When you need us most, Glover Funeral Home is here for you.
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Brian says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season. Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
Welcome back to the Chick-Fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show. Joined now by Coach Meg Herring of the Eufaula cheerleading squad. And Meg, welcome back.
Thank you.
She joined us last year and thought about some of the exploits of the cheerleaders. I know y'all do a lot more than just cheer for the team.
We do.
So I noticed as I drove around town this week, I noticed several businesses are painted up. Go Tigers.
It is. We're trying to get back. Like I've heard a lot of people in Eufaula talk about old Eufaula and how they painted, and so we're trying to kind of get that back. Last year we did paint the town red, so this year we just want to paint the town with Tiger Pride. And just trying, and we had a lot more businesses asked to be involved. We've been painting all week, hanging banners, and so it's fun to ride around and see them. And now the more we hang, the more they want. So this may be an all year thing. I'm not sure yet.
Hey, there you go, Doug. We got audio again. So anyway, I was glad to see it. I mean, I really am. I mean, when I played here many years ago, it was always good to ride around and see the storefront windows painted. So this kind of makes you realize everybody's pulling together and pulling.
They really are. They are people that. I mean, I know of their businesses, but I've never just had one-on-one contact. They've called, they've emailed, they've sent messages any way they could get in touch with me. Steve Hawkins at the Chamber, he's been great. He helped get word out about it. So, they are all excited about football. Everybody loves football season.
Well, that's great. So, how many cheerleaders do you carry on the squad?
I have 22.
22.
I have 22.
So you got a lot of labor to get those windows painted.
We do. We have tried to divide and conquer this week, and we made the list. And everybody, we had banner people, we had paint people, and they've painted before they've gone to work. So it's been a busy week, but it's been fun. We've been excited.
You speak and go to work. Of course, they're in school now, but talk about the schedule that you maintain through the summer, through the football season, through the school year. What's a typical day in the life of a Eufaula cheerleader?
Well, in the summer, we have a mandatory month in June. So that's where we practice. We get ready for football season. We get ready for competition. July, they have off, but if they're in town, it's mandatory. They work out. So we work out 3 days a week at 6 a.m. so we can get in the facility before the other sports. And I didn't have any, it was packed most of the time. They never really skip. Even the non-mandatory ones, they were there. So then, during the year, we practice to start off with every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30, from 6:30 to 7:30 at the middle school. Mr. Clark is great about letting us come over there. And then we go to school. We have cheer class during fourth block, and then we practice after school, and then they go to work or just whatever. So it's a long day.
Before school practice.
During school practice.
After school practice. Yeah. That's a lot.
It's a lot. But we do, like I said earlier, we do more than just cheer. Now, clearly our favorite is to cheer for the teams. Sure. Football, basketball, anything Eufaula related. But we also compete, and there's not a separate squad for that because I'm big on everybody wants to be part of the outcome, but not the process. So everybody's part of the process. So
that's great.
Make it work. They don't complain too much.
Well, speaking of that, how many competitions do you go to per year? I know from our conversation, my recollection of that last year, you went to several last year.
We do. We start October 19th. We'll start our first one, and we go to 4 here in Alabama. And then if we qualify at the first one, we go to nationals in Orlando in February. So we'll have 3 back to back to back, and then we have a little break, and we compete for state in December, and then we compete in February.
Well, I see that big ring on your finger. They're actually 2 big rings. So
2.
Let's talk about those.
Yeah. These, we were hoping there were 3. But we were back-to-back state champions in 21 and 22. And it was, I've always said that I wanted the ring for myself, but they, watching them open the ring box was probably one of the best things that I've ever seen, just because of how hard they work. And I can't take any credit for these rings because I'm just kind of like the facilitator. They do the work, and I try to get in there and do it with them. But they're some of the hardest working kids I've ever seen. And it's been this way since I started coaching in Eufaula. I've always said this, not to take away from our male athletes, but our female athletes in Eufaula, whether it's cheer, volleyball, basketball, tennis, anything, they are tough and they work hard. And so this ring, the first one meant a lot, but you've always heard anything, you can do anything once. And I think when you do it twice, kind of proves that you're on the right track. So we did this past year. We got second in the state out of 24 teams. We lost by 0.2.
And so every day we remind ourselves of the point two, because clearly there was something we could have done better. So that's what our goal is this year.
Okay. And in the Nationals in Orlando, what was the outcome there?
We got 5th out of 60 teams this year from around the nation. So we, and it was more than really, it was better than I expected us to do, because we were young and there were a lot of teams there, but we got 5th, and we stay in a house and we all stay together for days. And then on the last day we competed twice, and the house was too far. So they slept on the bus for 4 hours before we competed again. So it's a lot. It's not your typical cheer, what people think is really associated with cheer. But now all the competitions, and that's fun, but I think they'll agree when I say that nothing is as exciting as tomorrow night. Like, get ready for tomorrow night. They love that.
So how many returning cheerleaders do you have this year from last year?
17.
Okay.
Yes. And so I've got 5 freshmen that just came in. Of course, I've got my 4 seniors here. And so it's one of those things that the first year they do it, I call it their trial year. They either love it or they don't. And so far we've loved it. But 17.
Would you like to introduce the young ladies you brought with you?
Would. These are all my seniors. This is Destiny Kelly. She's been with me for 4 years. She's my little tiny mighty one. Charlie Robertson. She's been with me for 4 years. Ellie Haney. This is Ellie's 2nd year with me, and really glad she came back, because like I said, these girls work a lot, and Ellie balances work and cheer and band, like all the things. So really glad that she's back with us. And Jada Mock. Jada has been with me for 3 years. And I'm joke with Jada, because when Jada was 10, maybe, her sister cheered for me. And she sat in my house and she said, I will never cheer for you. I will never do this. She did. She said that. And now, and I wanted her, but it had to be on her time. So I'm glad that she joined us. And so when we were over there, before we sat down, I asked them, I was like, did you wear your rings? And they didn't. And then Ellie leaned up and I said, I promised her I would get her one. So next time we're on the show, she'll have one and I'll have the 3rd one. We're gonna make it work. We'll make it happen.
Well, that's great. Talk about the tryout process a little bit. I mean, not everyone knows what they go to just get on the team.
Right. I don't know who makes the team until everybody else does. I have to hire outside judges. I have to go through the school. I can't have any association with, I don't know them, and they judge the tryout while I sit back and watch, just because I'm USA membership, like cheer membership, and the coach. So I sit and watch, but I have no say in the process. And so I see the team when the list is posted. So we do a 2-day clinic. Used to be a week, but if they can't learn it in 2 days, then I just feel like, so we do a 2-day clinic, and they try out in front of the judges in groups, sometimes groups of 2, some things they have to do on their own, and then they have to leave and they come back and they see the list when it's posted.
So when does this take place? What month when does it?
It just depends. In the spring, right? It is in the spring. So sometimes it's in March. Sometimes I like to take a little bit longer of a break. So it'll be April. It just depends on how far, how late nationals is. And then we always have basketball season, and we always do well in basketball season. So I try not to do it during then. And then you have softball, and we have people that like to play both. So I try to push it out as far as I can.
Okay. So on a typical year, how many people will try out?
It just depends. Some years I've had just enough to make the team. Some years I've had 30, 35. So it's definitely growing. And the middle school is growing too. I think Galen has 19 this year, which is really big for the middle school. So the program is definitely growing.
Right. So 22, is that a planned number? Or is that
it's not.
It changes from year to year?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So I start new every year. I never know what's going to happen.
So when you go to these competitions, are there different competitions for different size squads?
There are. So we're considered, you have game day, which is what we are. And then you have traditional. And then you have Division I schools, which is 1,401 students and above. And then we are up to 1,400 students. So we're Division II. And that's new this year. So with competition, everything changes from year to year too. Like a lot of things have changed this year. We compete at the South Super Regional, which we've won the last 5 years in a row in Mobile. But then all of those teams come together to compete at state. You have to get a bid for that. So we compete against every 5A school. When it's an AHSAA competition, we'll compete against every 5A school.
Okay.
So it's a lot, but it's fun. It's a lot back to back, but I think they have a good time. They don't look like it sometimes, but they do. They do. They work hard, but they're just good people. We have a good time, but their favorite thing, like I said, is Friday nights and anything Eufaula related. They love to do.
Well, they're all seniors, and tomorrow is the first game of their senior year. It'll go by too fast, so they need to enjoy every night.
It will, and I try to tell them. That it's gonna.
They don't realize it
They
now.
don't.
So
they don't. And as an adult watching it, you want them to realize what's happening, but you also want them to have a good time. So they think they want it to be over until it's over, and then they want to come back. But I think that's the hardest part every year is the seniors, because we are together so much that it's almost like I have 22 children. It's like I have 22 daughters because we're together all the time. But they keep me straight more than I keep them straight. So their honors classes, clubs, all the things. So I'm very proud of who they are, and they represent the school very well.
Well, that's great. We appreciate you young ladies joining us tonight. And Meg, always great to have you here.
It's good to be here.
And best wishes with the upcoming competitions. And we'll see you on the sidelines this year.
Can't wait. We'll be there. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us for the Chick-Fil-A Eufaula Coaches Show. We're going to step aside for a commercial break. And when we come back, Coach Michael Smith will join us. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
Hey, my name is Chris Wilkinson and I am the pastor of First Baptist Church. We would love to have you come worship with us. Our worship service is 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. You can also go to our website to learn more about our ministries. Hope to see you Sunday, and go Tigers.
Hello, I'm Matt Aver, the new pastor of First United Methodist right here in Eufaula. We'd love for you to join us on Sundays at 10 for worship. We also have Sunday school at 8:45. You can check us out on our social media or our website. We look forward to seeing you. Go Tigers.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
We're back on the Chick-fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show. I'm joined now with Hall of Fame coach Michael Smith. Coach, we're glad you joined us tonight.
And glad to be here and appreciate it. And it's a big honor being inducted to the Hall of Fame this past weekend. And I got to give credit to everybody that has supported me. And at the end of the day, it's all of us going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a major accomplishment, and I'm sure something to be proud of. I
yes,
mean,
sir, it is. It is. You see the smile on my face.
Yeah.
And, like I said the other day on Saturday, I would just wish my mother was here to see that this opportunity. I know she'll be talking and telling everybody how proud she is of me. And I'm just glad that the opportunity happened. My aunts and uncles had the opportunity to be present and see this.
I saw you talking, so go ahead and get it out of the way. Thank you, sister.
Oh yeah. Hey, I know they're gonna be watching this, or if not, they're gonna catch a clip. I need to also thank my sisters, put them on the program. My sisters, everybody in my family have really supported me no matter what I've done, whether it's good or bad. They've been in my corner.
I think you need to tell a story about the way you were doing your notes and they helped you out.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. Everybody knows that normally I just gonna wing it on my speeches anyway. And one of my sisters a communication major, like that's her thing. She teaches that. And I said, hey, you gonna be proud of me. I got my notes for my speech tomorrow. So I let her look at them. And then I look over, I turn my head, and I know she started typing. I said, you can't type in my notes. Those are my notes, and then she was gonna put, I didn't have their name in my notes. And they were going to type Cindy and Sharon. I said, if I would have read that, I'm like, who is Cindy and Sharon? I would have put my sisters. So I caught that note, caught that early. And but the good thing is it was all fun. Good chance to see the family, friends came down. My roommate from college came down. It was just nice seeing everybody this weekend.
That's great. And so where do they hold that event in Dothan?
It was at the Wiregrass Rehabilitation Center.
Okay, on the circle there.
Yeah, right there on the circle.
Nice place. And, of course, looking at it, there were 6 new inductees, including yourself. But as I was looking at the names, 2 other inductees had Eufaula ties. 3.
Harris was defense coordinator at one time.
That's right.
And you got head coach Karen, and then Taryn, and then the name
Did you say
the softball lady, the softball girl from Auburn. So I would see, man. But her mama taught here Eufaula in 96.
Pepper.
Mama taught here, Cooper. Her mama taught here in Eufaula in 97, 98.
I did not know that.
I did not know it. So it was like 5 of the 6.
Did you mention Coach
Henry?
Yeah,
Coach Henry and Taryn.
Yeah.
So it was 5 of the 6 that had Eufaula connection. And like I said, throughout the speeches, everybody brought up Eufaula. And Eufaula has been blessed with a lot of athletes, a lot of talent, and a lot of support.
Yeah, really has. Particularly when you look back at the basketball history, there's been a lot of success here in Eufaula. Of course,
it has.
You yourself, 3 state championships here in Eufaula, right?
Correct. Yeah, we won in 94, 97, and 96, 97.
Yeah, a lot of good basketball talent has come through Eufaula over the years. But as I was looking at your record since you've been back, Coach, I mean, 9 or 8 straight area championships when you came back.
Right.
And then I think there was like 6 out of the 7 years you either made it to the Elite 8 or the Final 4.
Yeah, we had a great run. I mean, we had a good run. We continued playing to carry that run on. And like I keep telling this year, everybody's thinking that this year to get Eufaula, but hopefully we prove them wrong. We come out and work. But like since we've been back, we've been in the region every year but one. And then we've been in the finals every year but 2 additional years. So like I said, we done had our own, and especially in 6A. And then one time 6A was one of the toughest classes, 1 through 7. And we made it to the finals 2 years in 6A.
Yeah,
so
that's one thing I didn't put in here, but during that run, 4 of those years was in 6A.
And like I said, we was in a tough region and just tough class. I felt like if we was in 5A, we probably have a couple rings by now. But we had our own in 6A.
That's right. So you mentioned, you alluded a little bit about this year's team. What's the outlook for the team this year? I know it's early.
It's early. Hey, right now we're going on our 3rd week in our preseason so far, And our mindset been pretty good. Right now we're trying to get them to understand it's all about our mindset, how you perceive and how you come out and work. We got to change our way of thinking, especially their way of thinking, and understand that, hey, we got to get better. And if you really want to win a championship, you got to sacrifice a lot of your individual goals to what's going to be best for the program, what's best for the team.
Right. Well, Coach, what's the makeup of this year's team, as far as classmen, seniors, juniors, sophomores?
All right, we got. I think we got 5. We're gonna have 4 seniors. No, it's gonna be 5 seniors. 6 juniors. We got a freshman that's gonna probably end up being one of our starters. But so we got a good mixture. We got our seniors really coming in, need to be great leaders. And then our juniors are a pretty good athletic class in our junior class. So right now we got a good combination. I think that really and truly we only got 2 that's coming back that had some experience in the court in the region. That's Montravius Cullins and Thomas Knox. So we lost 10. We lost 12 seniors last year. Yeah, that's a lot. We lost 12 seniors, so we got a new makeup.
That was the next question. Did you have any returning starters? So obviously the answer
no returning starters.
Yeah.
So we got like probably our 6th and 7th man right there. That contributed a lot, that played a lot in that last game against Viger. Those 2, we're looking for them to come in and be like actual leaders as far as stats and playing time. And like I said, they know what it takes to get to that level we was last year, but we got to get past that level.
Right. Well, what about height? I know that you play an up-tempo, quick pressing style, but what about height this year? Is it tight?
I think we may be, we're not going to be small, but we're not as big as we have been in the past. But I think athletic-wise, we're going to have we can put several athletes out there. We don't have a Tony Coleman out there, but we got several people that can fill that spot that is going to be hard to key on. And, I think that's going to give us an advantage that, night, it may be this person that's scoring double digits, but tomorrow night may be a different person. So it's going to be hard to come in and say, hey, we got to stop one particular person to slow you fall down. So hopefully, like I said, we got a team effort. We got 4 or 5 people contributing, getting double digits, and helping us succeed this year.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you come into a situation with not a lot of expectations, and everything comes together, and you got a lot of balance, and a lot of contributions. So it's a true team effort. So
you're right.
Hopefully that's what we see this year. So now basketball works different from football. I know the football is going to be in a new region that this year. What about the basketball format?
All right, basketball, we got like a pretty much new region. We got Carroll coming into our region, and it's going to be Headland. So it's just going to be a 3-team region. Not region, but area. And then our region is going to consist with Greenville, Andalusia, Charleston, Troy, and then the Mobile schools.
Okay.
Like Williamson, I think Williamson's going to be pretty good. Viger, your 2 Mobile regions down there are going to make up our region that we'll face in Montgomery.
So 3-team area, Carroll, Bozarth, and Headland, and Eufaula. And 1 team makes a
2 gonna make it. 2 will make it. So and then with Carroll, let me go ahead and put it out. That's Coach Clyde. He's the new head boys coach at Carroll. And, he's one of my former players and one of my assistants. So that game right there is going to be very interesting, and we're getting ready for him. Jameek Clyde.
That's it. Well, that's all right. So I mean, when do y'all officially start practice, and when does the season begin?
All right, like right now we're able to do like 2 hours a week, do some individual, really some like actual coaching. We get to do 2 hours a week. So we this is our first week doing some individual work. But our actual practice won't start till that 3rd week in October.
3rd week of October, and
then we'll play. We'll play that at November. Not 15th. It'll be that Tuesday, that 2nd Tuesday in November.
Okay. So just looking at that, because the last regular season game for football is November 1st.
So, so it won't be that first round. It'll be that Tuesday after the first round of football.
Because from talking to Coach Jernigan when he was here earlier, he said, I think he said he's got 3 receivers that are basketball players.
Yeah, you got Steele, you got Bernie, and then Tyler.
Okay. So they're obviously missing some time with
Right.
basketball while they're playing football. No doubt.
Right. And then the thing is, like I said, just coming in, they're going to be their first year, all of their first year on varsity, just learning that at the end of the day is a different level and at varsity, and they just got to come in and learn. But the good thing is, though, a lot of these last year when we were in football got a chance to play the varsity games early. And so hopefully they got a little experience and see what it's like, and they just remember that and dig deep in the pocket and just bring that back up.
That's right. So well, good. Well, we wish you much success, and of course, Hall of Fame coach.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
All right.
Coach, let me ask you a quick question. I know we're against top of the hour, but a little bit of changes this year. I don't know how it's going to have a little play in playoff time. A lot of people have been talking about the shot clock in high school for several years. It's going to play a little bit of a role this year come playoff time.
All right. Not in playoffs this year. Not in playoffs this year. This year it can be played in non-region or non-area games.
Okay, so they're going to do it during the season.
You can do it during the season at non-area games.
And coaches have to agree.
Coaches have to agree, but like at tournaments, like the Inter-Hoop tournament we go to, going to have a shot clock. I'm not sure if Dothan Classic going to have one, but I know.
So you may see it one week and then you not see it the next, and that's why.
Yeah, you may just see it like it basically in your non-region, and if I think we may be in the process of trying to get one this year. I'm not sure exactly if we will, but any non-area games you can, but both coaches got to agree on it. We had an opportunity to play this year in Lochapoka with a shot clock. And, like with us, only if it's a close game, it probably will come into effect. But for the most part, everybody's shooting that ball within 35 seconds. But late in the games, when you get like that 4-minute mark, you up 1-2, a lot of teams are going to hold it and take the best shot available. So I think right then, that's when you're going to see a big difference of the game going to still play the last 4 minutes. And then, Meg did want me to say one thing. I'm A Club. And everybody understand that A Club comes out a senior letterman in Alabama as a special group of people.
That's where all them SEC tickets and that stuff comes from. We ain't fooling nobody.
Club. A Club.
While we have a second, Keith, I wanted to thank some of our new sponsors, Nathan Hudson Enterprises, Gutter Manor, Dothan, Glover Funeral Home, Spectra Care, and Flowers Insurance are on board this year.
Yeah, we appreciate all that. Of course, enables this broadcast to be handled. Of course, we appreciate Daniel Pulley, as we said earlier, donating the facilities here and sponsoring the show. We appreciate that. And third year for the Chick-fil-A Eufaula Coaches Show. And, of course, tune in tomorrow night, 6:45 pregame show. Maybe come on just a little early, depending. 6:30, I'm sorry, first game, 6:30 pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff from Tiger Stadium tomorrow night. Eufaula Booker T. Washington. Anything else we need to let everyone know?
Everybody come out tomorrow night, support them Tigers. And, like I said, we need to have that stadium full tomorrow night.
What's your role on Friday night?
I'm just the rah-rah man. And the food committee.
The question was, what is Coach Smith's role on Friday night? And so he's just on the food.
And I'm the number one supporter.
Okay, hey, nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. So we appreciate you joining us for another edition of the Chick-fil-A Eufaula Coaches Show. For Michael Smith, Doug Applin, John Wayne Robinson, Daniel Pulley, Charles Irvin's not here tonight. We wish him well at home. And I'm Keith Bryan. Wish you a good night and a great weekend. We'll be with you tomorrow night. Go Tigers.
All right, go Tigers.